They said it was just a tweet. But what followed? Shattered careers, prison time, and the most controversial free speech verdict in modern British history. As justice hangs by a thread, the political elite turns its back, and one woman is paying the price. This isn't about law. This is about control. You're watching British Debate, where the truth behind power is always exposed. Don't scroll. You'll want to hear every word. What started as a short tweet has erupted into one of the most explosive legal and political scandals in recent British memory. Today, the Court of Appeal issued its final verdict in the case of Lucy Connolly, and with chilling precision, the British justice system silenced more than just her voice. Despite having no prior convictions and a spotless professional history as a nanny and caregiver, Lucy Connolly now sits behind bars at HMP Drake Hall. Her crime? A single emotional tweet, quickly deleted but seized upon by the courts with stunning severity. On Tuesday, Lord Justice Holroyd dismissed her appeal without hesitation. "There is no reason to consider the sentence excessive," he said coldly, shutting the door on one of the most controversial free speech cases of the decade. The court refused to recognise Connolly's grief, her trauma, or her years of public service. Instead, it painted her as a dangerous inciter, based on one moment of human anger. Connolly had admitted her emotions overwhelmed her. She had lost a child of her own, and her tweet was, in her words, the cry of a grieving mother. But the judicial system showed no compassion. Her husband, Raymond Connolly, a former Tory advisor, was forced out of his job within hours of the case breaking. The political machine wasted no time in distancing itself from someone now deemed radioactive. A private WhatsApp message joking about the tweet surfaced in court and was used as damning evidence. But ask yourself, who hasn't made a regrettable remark in private, especially under emotional distress? Sir Keir Starmer, rather than showing a shred of nuance, delivered a blunt statement. "Free speech doesn't mean freedom from accountability," he declared. "People are jailed not for opinions, but for hate." And just like that, the Labour leader revealed the state's true posture: cold, unbending, and unwilling to consider intent or context. The backlash has been massive. British pubs, living rooms, and political corners are ablaze with outrage. Conservative media, Reform UK, and free speech activists have rallied around Lucy's cause. £40,000 has already been raised through Reclaim the Media, spearheaded by activist Lawrence Fox. Even the US State Department is reportedly monitoring the case due to its implications on free speech. And the public is noticing the double standards. While Lucy received 31 months in prison for a deleted tweet, another man, Joseph Haythorne, was sentenced to just 15 months for a tweet far more aggressive, calling for violence in Rotherham. His post led to real-world tensions, yet his sentence was cut in half. Critics are calling it a two-tier justice system, where ordinary citizens face crushing punishment while certain groups and political figures remain untouchable. Richard Tice, deputy leader of Reform UK, called it yet another absurd sentence and asked why others like BBC figures caught in major scandals remain unpunished and even protected. This is no longer about one woman. This is about the weaponisation of British law, about speech, about fear, and about power. The court says this is justice. The media says it's just. But the people? They see it for what it really is: a crackdown on dissent dressed up as legal order. We'll continue to cover every twist of this case and others like it, exposing what the mainstream won't. If you care about freedom, speech, and justice, then don't just watch. Join the debate. Subscribe now to British Debate. Comment your thoughts below. Like this video to beat the algorithm and keep the truth alive. We only bring you verified, courageous, and unfiltered news. This is British Debate, where voices rise and silence falls.